the weather outside is nuts. I got caught in that snowstorm that we are having in New Jersey right now. And I didn't really have much of a choice. I'm in my car and I'm like, okay, you got three options. You have Wawa, you have Smash Burger, or you got Chipotle. Out of those three, I'm picking Chipotle. So that's what we got today. Got about 3 inches outside in the ground right now. It's probably gonna get worse, but you know, if you're not from New Jersey, it don't even matter, man. This Chipotle, let me show you what I got. I also found these in Wawa because I did stop there after I went to Chipotle because I wanted a Diet Coke. I didn't have nothing to drink. And I found these golden Sriracha Doritos, which we're gonna have in this same video today. But let me show you what I got. I got chips, even though I don't really like their chips, because the last time I said I felt like their chips were too salty, there were so many people in the comment section going, oh, like they're defending these chips. So you know what? I got them again. Just so people can leave me alone. But I did get what I consider to be the best Chipotle order. A couple of changes, not much to it. I also did keep something in mind as far as the calories go. So I got my favorite Chipotle order, and we gonna chill out. The Eagles are still on right now. The Rams just made a meal of it. It's the fourth quarter, so it's over there. Don't mind if I'm looking at that. This order cost me $18.50. They charge $4 for extra chicken. That's crazy. So let me show you what I got. This C with the circle on it means extra chicken, by the way. So my bowl is double rice, double chicken, black beans, corn salsa, pico, light cheese. I think that's it. As far as sour cream go, I actually am gonna use my own fat-free. I was gonna get a side of sour cream, but I ended up just saying, you know what? I got sour cream at the crib knowing I was in the snow. You can get sour cream on a side or on your burrito if you want to. I do think that's even better, but you know, we're trying to be calorie conscious a little bit for everybody, just so they don't think that this big back thing, just so people stop thinking that, you know, the reason that I look somewhat in shape is because I'm just eating what I want to. So I'm trying to incorporate that into the content a little bit. But let me unstick this Chipotle tortilla. Word to the wise, if you do get a side tortilla, because they do warm it up, and then they wrap it in that, what do you call it? In the foil. Just make sure if you're gonna do that, that you take this apart as quickly as possible, because it will get stuck together and then it becomes impossible to do. But let me do what I always do. So we take this, we just take a quarter of that. Also got fajita veggies, I forgot to say that. Fajita veggies are in here too. Almost forgot. We just take about a quarter. You don't wanna overdo this. About a quarter. And everybody's saying, why didn't you get the brisket? The brisket is 320 calories a serving. The chicken is 170 calories a serving. That's literally why. Like, it's good, but trying to be a little more conscious for the calorie people. We take my fat-free sour cream. We got our container. And we're just gonna throw some right in here. I saw people in the last video saying you can use Greek yogurt. Yes, you can. Sometimes I do. It depends on if I have a higher protein goal or not. That's literally the only reason. If people don't know, you can use like zero fat Greek yogurt and use it instead of sour cream in your burrito bowls, and it does pretty much the same thing. You really can't taste the difference. I've done it a billion times. I know some people say, well, you don't have to. I'm only giving you options, my people. That's just the option thing. You can do whatever it is that you feel you want to do. I promise you it's okay. So I'm just going to go a little in there and then make sure we get that like a little even of a distribution. And we're going to roll that up and away we go. Yes, this is very important, the process. It's very important. It's very important. Get that more towards the middle. And then you want to just pull that over. And you tuck. Make sure you tuck. You got to get a good tuck. You tuck that in. And you roll. And we have a burrito and our bowl and our Sriracha Doritos. Let me get a bite here. Again, Chipotle is like, for me, it's good. I don't mind it. So, some people swear by it. I ain't mad at you. I think it's good. If you get the right order, it's all right. Now, I'm going to do this because everybody got mad at me the last time I talked about their chips not being a big fan of it. So, I got their chips this time. Very likely I lit my money on fire for $2.70, but let's try it. I think you're actually right. When I used to get these, they were always too salty. Now there's like no salt on these. That's crazy. Mad people said that. Y'all right. Again, I'm not a religious Chipotle orderer, but when I used to eat these all the time, bro, they were hella salty. And now, there's like no salt on them. I'll stand corrected. Yeah, there's no salt on these. Hold up, we got fork down real quick. Let me see. Is that it? Yeah, it's ball game. Eagles win. Nice job, Philly. But I used to think these were way too salty. Now they just taste like regular tortilla chips. With that being said, I still personally would rather get Doritos instead of that. I feel like it's going to add something to it. But if you don't have Doritos on hand or you're going to go out of your way, these just taste like regular ass tortilla chips now. But let's try these out. So these are golden Sriracha Doritos. I got so many DMs for people asking me about these, and I've been looking for them for a while. Stop at a Wawa today because it's snowing. I want to get a Diet Coke. And there they were. Full end cap of it. So let's try these out. They smell very tangy. Like the smell of these smell tangy. Here's the thing. Definitely has that tang that's familiar with Sriracha and the sweetness. But Sriracha is way spicier than this. I just get sweet and tangy. And there is the slightest of slightest kicks on these. I would have liked it if they turned up the spice. When I hear Sriracha, I immediately think of a little bit more spice than this. But they have that definite same... It's like they took the spice out of a thing of Sriracha, which is like, eh? But I still think they're decent. But I do think there are way better flavors of Dorito than this. But I don't mind these. Like, I would never not eat these. But telling you have to go get these, I don't necessarily think so. This is a mid-tier Dorito, in my opinion, which is still better than most chips. In my opinion, I feel like they missed the Sriracha of it. Like a little tangy, a little vinegary, almost ketchup-like. But if you wanted something that tastes like Sriracha, you're better off getting a regular Dorito and putting Sriracha on it than trying that. Like, it doesn't have enough for me to warrant the Sriracha name. Middle of the pack. On a Dorito scale, I would give these a 5.5 out of 10. Let me just go in here. This, to me, is inexcusable from Chipotle with their fajita veggies. This is stupid. That's not a fajita veggie. This is an uncooked pepper. I don't like that at all. What I intend to do with this, just so you know, is I'm going to eat half of this now, and then half later. Calories on this, I'll put on the screen right now. If you don't know, ooh, that was a salty Chipotle chip. No matter. If you don't know, Chipotle has a nutrition calculator on their website, just so people know when you're eating out, these calories are not going to be 1000% accurate. If you want the closest thing to accurate you're going to get, yes, you should have to meal prep. Yes, you should have to use a food scale and measure your food before you actually eat it. Yes, 1000%. Again, these are options for people who want to enjoy life and still not feel like crap. That's all I'm trying to give people. So, I'll eat half of this now. I actually have some chicken that's frozen. So, I gotta start throwing that out when I'm done with this. And then I'm gonna make, I think, like 12 ounces of that and a couple of other things. And that's my entire day of eating. One of the things I really miss about the Midwest is that there's just not that many cars on the road. So snow like this, we're supposed to get like 3 to 4 inches, right? It wouldn't really be that big of a deal. Like when I was in college, you know, in the town, even though I was in what's considered a city in Iowa, like a college town, there's enough cars. It was never like this. Driving in New Jersey in the snow, when it's like coming down like this, where visibility is kind of limited, it's stuck to the roads. A lot of people drive cars that aren't good in snow. You know, in Iowa, most people had trucks. So what you get are some people driving 1 mile an hour and some people driving 100 miles an hour. And because there's so many cars on the road still, the amount of stop signs that I saw ran in that, you know, I would say from where I am to Chipotle is probably like, in regular conditions, like 5-10 minutes. It took like 30 minutes because everybody was just, it's crazy, man. I watched about 3 people run stop signs. Like, they didn't even break. Like, it just went right through them. Not like rolling over the stop sign, no. Just, I don't know what it is about certain elements that make people, like, wild out on the road. But that's what I was dealing with. So I didn't intend to go to Chipotle. I actually intended to buy some groceries. But I was like, you know what, bro? Let me just go home. I know I can drive in the snow, but I don't trust other people. Let me know in the comments what you would pick. Would you pick Chipotle, Smash Burger? I laughed. Smash Burger, straight face, or Wawa? I have to be in a specific mood for Wawa. It's convenience store food through and through, but a little sandwich wouldn't have been better. But I figured, let me do Chipotle. You know what I'm saying? And for the people who like listening to me yap, the biggest thing you can do at Chipotle is, now this depends on your calorie needs, but say you weren't doing anything double, like you just wanted to pay regular price. One, you should add lettuce. If you really want to take the calories down, take the rice out. That depends on each person though. I would never take the rice out personally. Or you can do both, but lettuce is obviously a good filler for a place like Chipotle. The biggest thing though, the cheese, the sour cream, just watch out for those, and like the vinaigrettes and stuff. I know people are talking about that's like the best tasting stuff. Again, if you can, just get those on the side and control how much you put in. The biggest thing that I always notice, myself included, if I would have put the sour cream directly on here, I would have eaten all of this. I won't now. You get what I'm saying? Now, I know how much this container is, but so I'm actually going to eat the rest of this. I'm going to put a lid on this and have it later with the rest of my food. But the vinaigrette, the cheese, like I said, I got light cheese on this. Do I notice a difference when I get light cheese personally? No, I don't. And instead of lettuce, I do fajita veggies. I think they add more flavor, except them big bombs that they put on there, the green peppers. And then just control it as you go. The best salsas are going to be all the ones besides the corn. I did get the corn, but I put that into consideration. Why did I just do that? That's my later bowl. And what I'll probably do with this is I got cauliflower rice, and I'm going to like mix my bowl with the cauliflower rice, like when I put it on the stove. And that's cool. Most of y'all like the calorie stuff. Some of y'all don't. I understand if you don't. It's always towards the end of the video. And it won't be every video as time goes on. Only if it's a new place that I haven't done it on yet, or if I have something relevant to say about it. I appreciate y'all, man. You know, like I said yesterday, yes, I'm eating a little piece. With the TikTok going away and coming right back, I don't even want to talk about it right now, but I was very fortunate that I have this, that I can continue to make content, even though, like, I didn't want it to go away. And obviously this is in retrospect because it's already back. But I knew that I still had a really cool community of people that were still here. And believe it or not, in those 10 hours, there was a massive uptick in views on these videos. I don't know if people that normally would be cruising that TikTok was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to YouTube. But I got a ton of comments right after that people came from TikTok, so I appreciate it. I noticed that right away. That Instagram too. So, you know, I guess that was pretty cool to see that people still were like seeking out or happened to maybe like explore page my videos. I don't even want to get into the nuts and bolts of that. But the biggest thing I want people to know is I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm not trying to be everybody's perfect content creator, because I know there are some people that they're like, I like this stuff from you, but I don't really care for that from you. That's to be normal. Like, if you like music, you might not like everything that somebody drops. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that I always try to keep as many people as possible happy, but it's physically impossible for me. While I appreciate the constructiveness some people give, there's another one that people always talk about, which is the sound of my chewing. Some people don't mind, some people like it, and some people can't stand it. I am telling you this because I have experimented with this for the last 4 years. My microphone is literally the lowest that it can go. It is a shotgun microphone, which means I'm not wearing it. It's on the top of the camera. And I don't know how to make videos where you can't hear my chewing. It's impossible. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to tell anybody. Get your phone out. I want you to place it down. Make sure the bottom with the microphone is up, because some people will put it down like this. That covers the microphone. So make sure you don't cover the microphone. Get a tripod or just place it on something where you can still do that, or even hold it up like this. I want you to take some food and I want you to eat it. And then I want you to play the video back and see what you sound like. There's nothing that I can do about it. Trust me, I don't like the sound of me chewing. There's nothing that I can do. I'm not wearing a lapel mic. My mic is on the lowest possible thing. And when I even tried to turn it down more in post-production, people started to say, I can't hear you. Just keep that in mind. Like, I always say this. I'm very transparent for a reason. You know what? Most of the people that know that, you will listen to all my videos anyway. But people that don't, they're still gonna write it. But, you know what I mean? I gotta go shovel. Now. You do it now. A lot easier in the morning. Put the salt down. Y'all know how it is when you get in the snow. So, let me go do my thing. By the way, if you looked at my calories before and you saw that I had a small on here, that's because I'm not going to eat this. They're not salted that much, so I might give a couple to my dog or save these for another day or something like that. But this big bag is like 500 plus calories, just so you know. And you're better off like getting tacos or something if you care about your calories, because I doubt you'll finish the tacos, but you'll finish these chips. Just a word to the wise. But I've actually, Chipotle has, it's gotten to the point now for me, it's a little overpriced for sure, but 2011 to about 2014, mid 2010s, I loved the Chipotle. And then the later 2010s, I couldn't stand Chipotle. And now, it's okay. I'm back on the it's okay train. So, this wasn't bad. Let me get this little bite right here, even it out. That is not even. Let me just. Nope. That ain't even. But I'm going to leave that. So, this is the rest. I'll probably put that in there. Cauliflower rice, a little bit of chicken. And I'll stretch this bowl out. Add the salsa and sour cream. I'm good to go. Let me go shovel, man. I'm snowed in with Chipotle, but I wanted to make sure I at least put a video out. And I had 3 options. This is the best one. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. Many hand signs. They made it to YouTube.